In 1962, a small town in Pennsylvania lit a fire to clean up its trash. That fire is still burning today. It's burned through 5 presidents, 4 wars, and 62 years. It has swallowed roads, cracked open backyards, and pumped poison gas into people's basements while they slept. The government spent $42 million trying to put it out. They gave up. Instead, they just erased the town. Today, it has a population of 5 people. It used to have 1,000. This is the story of Centralia, the town that's still on fire. Act 1. The fire that wasn't supposed to. Centralia was a coal town. Almost everyone in the 1960s worked in the mines beneath it. Miles of tunnels running under every house, church, and backyard. In May 1962, the town did something it had done 100 times before. Burned its landfill before Memorial Day to keep it tidy for visitors. Except this landfill sat on top of an old strip mine, a pit that connected, through a gap nobody sealed properly, straight down into the coal seams under the entire town. The trash fire found the gap. It found the coal. And coal, once lit, doesn't behave like a trash fire. It doesn't need much oxygen. It doesn't need attention. It just needs to keep finding more coal to eat. And under Centralia, there was enough coal to keep it fed for 250 years. Act 2. The years no one noticed. Here's the part that should terrify you. For almost 20 years, most people had no idea it was happening. The fire burned quietly underground, slowly moving through the seams, occasionally puffing smoke out of a hole in someone's yard, which people just shrugged off. Steam? Probably nothing. Then, in 1979, a gas station owner did something that should never end well. He stuck a dipstick into his underground fuel tank to check the levels. It came out hot, not warm. Hot. He measured the temperature of the gasoline itself, 172 degrees Fahrenheit, 78 degrees Celsius. Gasoline, nearly boiling, sitting in a tank, in a town where children rode bikes 20 feet away. That's when people started asking questions. And the answers got worse. Act 3. The sinkhole. A 12-year-old boy named Todd Domboski was in his grandmother's backyard. The ground opened beneath him. He fell into a sinkhole 150 feet deep, filled with steam and carbon monoxide, hot enough to have killed him in minutes if he'd stayed conscious in it. His cousin grabbed a tree root and pulled him out just in time. That sinkhole became national news. Suddenly, this wasn't a weird local rumor. It was proof the ground itself could no longer be trusted. Tests found carbon monoxide levels inside homes high enough to kill a person in their sleep. And no smell, no warning. Just a family going to bed and never waking up. Act 4. The government gives up. The U.S. government spent $42 million trying to put the fire out. They tried, digging trenches to cut it off, flushing it with water, pumping in fly ash to smother it. Nothing worked. The fire was too deep, too spread out, and too far ahead of every plan to stop it. By 1984, Congress made a decision that tells you everything. Instead of fighting the fire anymore, they'd just pay everyone to leave. Over 1,000 residents were bought out and relocated. Houses were bulldozed. Streets were closed. The post office revoked the town's zip code in 2002. A handful of residents refused to leave. They fought it in court and won the right to stay in their own homes until they die. Today, fewer than 5 people still live in Centralia. Act 5. What's left? If you visit Centralia now, you'll find empty streets swallowed by forest, foundations where houses used to be, and smoke still rising from cracks in the ground on cold mornings. There's one famous stretch of road, cracked and covered in graffiti, that locals nicknamed Graffiti Highway. Abandoned because the ground beneath it got too unstable to drive on. The state has since buried it to stop visitors from getting hurt. Scientists estimate the fire has enough coal left to burn for another 250 years. That means the fire that started with a Memorial Day cleanup fire in 1962 could still be burning in the year 2260. The twist. Here's the part that gets people every time. Centralia is widely believed to be the real-world inspiration for Silent Hill, the horror game and movie about a town swallowed by fog, ash, and fire that refuses to stop burning. The writers weren't making it up. They just described what was already there. A town lit a small fire to clean up trash. 60 years later, it had erased itself. It's still burning right now. As you watch this,